Welcome back to TFB. This is Persian Immortal, and I have Swift with me.
Hello.
And today we have a user-submitted replay, ironphase here, and we're just going to be talking about what he did good and what he did bad. If you're Wolfie or some pro player that wants to see a pro match, just stop watching right now. But we'll also be talking about ruse in general, as well as what could have been done better. These are 4 average players on side by side. And on the red team is Stig and Fig Payer, whatever. And we have Malsbury and ironphase on the green-blue team. Team 1. So, I'm ready when you are. Was there anything else we needed to say?
Well, obviously the map is side by side. Ironphase is playing Italy. Malsbier is playing German, and the red team is UK Germany.
Yep.
I think that's about it. We can start.
And ironphase, I'm sorry if we sound mean or anything. We don't mean anything. We're just trying to help your game, of course. Okay, I guess we'll start. 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, so ironphase started building really fast. That's great.
Yeah,
He's got 4 builds. It looks like 2 depots started actually. I thought it was 1 when I first saw this.
No, he cancels 1 right there. Malsbury a bit slower. He's also gone for... No, he's gone 2 depots. 3 depots even. Start of the game is obviously quite critical. Obviously the faster you get out your depots, the faster you'll get your first shipment of money, so it's good to get your depots out as fast as possible.
Now, Italian tank rush, that's awesome and great, but I don't know if you should have gone with the infantry off the bat, although I know you're getting recon,
it's just recon
infantry, but still, I think that's a $20 barracks. I mean, you could get another tank for that money, which would help for your push a lot more. Now, let me go to your view so I can see what you're seeing, ironphase. So, great, you should be using blitz, I think, in the middle to get into the right base fast. You don't have recon on what those troops are yet, so...
Well, they've used both their ruses for camouflage and blitz at the start.
I don't always recommend blitz on the base, though. Sometimes you can use...
It's situational. It depends on what you're doing, you know?
You shouldn't just be holding out there on the right like that. You should have made the scout first and pushed it into the right. Just pushed it right in the right base. See? Now you
the German doesn't have anything at all. He started with an admin at the back. Actually, that is not recommended.
Now, I don't know why your recon is going backwards while your tank's going forward. But you just lost 2 tanks from the AT. If you would have had your scout with you, you would have known that it was AT. And now you only have 2 tanks to fight that Siegfried, which isn't good either. So that was...
Yeah, obviously, if you had gone straight to his base, he started with an admin, which is definitely not recommended. Supplies depots are cheaper, and they give you money faster than admin buildings. You would have avoided the British AT, and probably stopped him getting a blockhouse up. You could have destroyed him very early in the game.
Yeah, the German start was really bad. You could have easily taken him out within 2 minutes with just your starting tanks. But that's okay. It was only $60. You can still get back in this, judging by the skill level so far. The scout always should be selected with the tanks and moving with the tanks no matter what.
Well, it's good that he has recon. I've seen some players who don't use recon ever.
Now you know he has AT, infantry-based AT in the woods, so you should get some infantry or some assault guns pushing on.
Yeah, the German has one stug right now, but it's retreating in the center. And there's the infantry, which is a good counter to infantry-based AT, because they can't fire back, but the Brit brought Vickers out.
Okay, good job getting the third depot, though. They're not attacking, so you might as well get more depot. Now, those Vickers can only fight infantry. That's one thing to keep in mind.
Tigers from the German. I don't recommend this on this map. I don't know. I just don't think it's necessary because it's quite a small map and tigers are very expensive. I wouldn't have started with tigers myself.
I prefer Panthers on this map. Also, you know, now that he has all this stuff in the woods and this Siegfried here, you either need to go around the Siegfried and attack from behind, which is wide open, or get assault guns. He's got one stug, but you need to get more. You need to get more assault guns. They're awesome. You just need a scout and some assault guns. You could take out that Siegfried without having range on it, so it won't be fired at. See, the ATs are coming up because the Siegfried is shooting at them, so you should back up the Siegfried. That's your teammate mistake.
So the Germans upgraded to heavy infantry. That's good because infantry is definitely a vulnerability for Team 2 right now. And in the middle I can see ironphase is upgraded to Kara M15s. They're much more capable tanks than the M13s. Okay, so the Germans brought Tiger tanks. The red team Germans also got Tiger tanks.
Okay, so now he has Tiger tanks. You should probably get some AT out.
Team 1, Malsbjerg, has already got Tiger tanks. And they seem to have more money than Team 2 right now. Do they? It looks like they should, so they should be able to field more Tigers. But the Italian anti-tank base is strong, that's true. They have their flak 90mm.
There's no way those M15s can fight two Tigers. You need like 4 or 5 M15s for every Tiger. You shouldn't have used Fanat so early. I just saw you put on Fanat. You don't want to use Fanat. You shouldn't even be fighting this battle to begin with. But since you are, don't use Fanat until every single tank is retreating. Because the way that Tiger, the computer auto fires, they fire to rout. So if you use Fanat at the beginning, they just fire to kill. Because your guys aren't going to rout because there's Fanat. You use Fanat once all of your tanks are retreating. That way they soak up the most amount of hit.
I mean, you don't always want them all retreating. You might want to keep them, because they're not taking any damage while all your tanks are all retreating too. So, there's decoy archers coming around the side. Obviously, to have decoy archers, he must have researched the real archers, but he's not using them just now. I don't know if your teammate knew they were decoys or if they didn't notice them, but it doesn't seem you're doing much about them. which I suppose if you knew they were decoys is fine. And then the stug gun taking out archers. Obviously they're decoys.
Well, let's
Just
talk
here
about
now,
iron
so
phase right now. On the right, you guys are getting shot up by these two tigers. You need to get some AT guns out like 10 minutes ago on that. Not 10 minutes ago, but like, you know, you should have gotten out as soon as you see the two tigers coming out. But it looks like you're about to build an air base, which should help if you get the fighter bombers out. Because they don't have any AA on that side, I don't think.
Well, he did get these supporting tigers from his teammate, and he doesn't need to invest in the AT now, but it would have been better if he had fed them sooner. Obviously. He's also built a flak 90mm position in his base. Probably he thought the tigers were going to attack him. It's a strong
Plus
position,
it's good against
so obviously it's stationary. Oh yeah,
and it's good enough against the air. So now they have a surprise attack of planes here, and he just bombed. The guy on the left did not camo at all. He should have camoed. I don't know what he was spending his ruses on.
Yeah, horrible bombing run. He's lost his
Always keep one camo ruse in reserve just in case you need to use it. They didn't use it, I don't know why. So they're paradropping on his base as well.
So there's Italian fighters in the air now too, I didn't notice that. Let's say it is. A couple of powers coming down, and he's rebuilt his AAA base. That's a bit strange, I suppose. He deals with it quite well.
He needed
anyway.
one now. He needs to get the AA out of there.
Yeah, well, no harm done. He destroyed a truck coming out and captured back his base. The German has also been building up quite a nasty air force. If you look at his